Okay. Level 4D. Now let's just see this auction again. East has bid 2 hearts. And we're staring at 6 hearts ourselves, and West just let a heart, so presumably hearts are going to be 6-1. And we are in 6 now. Okay. So this lead, of course, gives us 2 heart tricks. 3 clubs will be 5. If we can play these diamonds for 5 tricks, then we will have 10. Spade here is 11. We'll still need his 12th trick. There isn't really any future at all in hearts. It's true that East is going to have all the hearts, so there's... I mean, I suppose there's always the possibility of some squeeze against East. The Queen of Spades is a potential threat, as is just the last heart. So we do have threats in opposite hands, which is useful. But if we want to do that squeeze, we would need to lose it, like the simple squeeze. We would have to lose a trick first, which is a possibility. We could duck this heart, for instance. Actually, let's see what East plays here. So we could duck this heart and rectify the count that way. Oh, sorry, that doesn't help. Sorry, ignore me. Ducking it would rectify the count, but then we would lose our heart threat. So that's not really an option. Okay, so we can't duck the heart. Or at least we can't do the simple squeeze if we duck the heart. Let's grab that. What seems more likely to me is that we may have to throw East in. I think either way, we need East to have the King of Spades. And I think we might need to throw East in at a point where they can only play a spade. I guess how would that work? So the one thing we know is that when we play, if we play like Ace of Hearts and another heart, we know East will win. So we'd like to get down to some end position. I guess if we imagine an end position that just has us with 2 spades, and like 1 heart, we would want East to be sitting on King of Spades and another spade and a heart. Or if they don't keep 2 spades, then they unguard the spade, and then we just play Ace of Spades and over to the Queen. So I think we're going to largely just lay out the winners in diamonds and clubs, and then throw East in with the last heart. East can't avoid that by getting rid of all the hearts, of course, because then our last heart would win. That seems like a reasonable plan. As far as the diamonds, I mean, the most normal thing is we just leave it to the Queen. Should we be concerned about diamonds being 3-0? It's certainly a possibility. If he says a lot of hearts, diamonds could be 3-0 with West. Does that change our play? It does, right? We can't just play up to the Queen. If we go up to the Queen and it holds, and East shows out, West's King 10 will take a trick. So I think we actually need to start by playing the Jack. And it goes Jack, King, Ace. And then if East shows out, we can finesse against the 10. I think that's part of this as well. Notice this is a lot better than just finessing against the 10 on the first round, because we don't want to lose to East having singleton 10. That'll be quite silly. We already, quote-unquote, know that East has the King of Spades for our line to work, and we know East has the King Jack of Hearts. Can they also have the King of Diamonds at that point? It used to be 10 points, but it's odds against. They could certainly have the 10, but unlikely to have the King. So leaving the Jack out of hand looks like the right choice to me. And there you go. We protect against this case too, where there's a 10. Okay. And now I think we're just going to play our minor winners and see what happens. There's 1 heart gone from East. East started with 6 hearts. East is now down to 4 hearts. We should certainly keep track of this. Down to 3 hearts. All right. 2 hearts. And still 2 hearts. So we can play ace of hearts and a heart and throw East in. And as long as East has the king of spades, then we're good to go. We just have to run this around to the queen. And there we go. Excellent. Let's take a look at the video here. Imagine we'll say what we've done. 6 tricks, yep. Yep, hope that East was dealt the king of spades. And, oh yes, is this the strip squeeze? Strip squeeze is a term that you hear. I didn't actually think about what this kind of squeeze is. I was thinking of this as like squeeze end play, but that might actually be the same thing as a strip squeeze. Maybe necessary to guess the distribution of East's hand in the end game. Oh, might it. We win the lead. And yes, we have this little sub-problem, which is let's not mess up the diamond suit. Be careful to lead the jack, indeed. And yes, let's watch East discards. And cash ace of hearts. Oh, to confirm the count in the suit? Oh yeah. I guess it could be worth confirming that West doesn't have 5 hearts. Or sorry, the West doesn't have 2. Like a 2-5 split. I mean, you're going to cash ace of hearts anyways. But it's a good point. If you're not paying attention to the fact that West like plays a second heart, then you might accident. Well, no, you're actually not going to fail because you'll just play your last heart and it'll work. But yeah, sometimes people open weak 2s on 5-card suits. I'm going to guess that in Bridge Master it never happens, but in real life, it definitely happens. Oh, Distinguished Defender is still a 13th club. Oh, that's an interesting point. Right, it's possible for East to have discarded down to King of Spades, King of Hearts, and a club, which is bold. And given the choice between did East unguard the king or did East not unguard the king, I mean, it's just hard for defenders to do that kind of unguard when it might cost. Like, East knows that we have ace of spades. Like, almost certainly for this bidding. So, like, I don't know that they could risk unguarding the spade. I mean, it'd be very crafty. Yeah, in the world that we actually have, we have to duck the heart around and play East. And if it's this world, yeah, we're just going to be sad. But I mean, really. Yeah, it's true. We have no way. Can we show them that West is more likely than East to hold that card? Let's see. East, we know that East has 6 hearts, 1 diamond, and quote-unquote know that the Spade King. I see, for like 8 cards. And it's true, West does have more vacant spaces. Yeah, that's fair. Also, it's just hard for East to do it, to unguard the king. And yeah, this is actually a good point, that strip squeezes work when you have more than one loser. So normal squeezes, typically you have to rectify down to like lose all the losers you can. But with the strip squeeze, yeah, you actually get away with having 2 losers. Oh, and there is exactly what I was saying erroneously at the beginning. If you try to duck a spade, or I didn't duck a spade, but if you duck a spade or duck a heart, you just give up the threat for your squeeze, so it doesn't work. Okay. But cool, let me mark that one. Correct. It's always nice to get something right. Let's keep it up. Okay, 6 spades, no opposing bidding. Oh, is that Gerber I see? Kind of out of favor nowadays. Okay, 6 spades. Oh, I think I know what trick we're going to lose. So the spades are solid. We have the top 5 spades. They have most 5 spades. The hearts are fine. We are losing this club. Diamonds is certainly a problem because this diamond holding is pretty guaranteed to lose a trick. Because ops have the king queen. Like no matter how well positioned these, like pretty much the only hope you'd have in diamonds is something like you play a low diamond, West flies with the king or queen for some reason. You play the ace and it crashes East's other honor. Not very likely against good defenders. Always worth considering if we're going to lose the trick anyways, whether it makes sense to duck it fully. So playing the king, it goes Jack, King, Ace. We have one extra winner here. We can pitch a diamond, but that's not good enough. If we duck this fully, we can ruff the next round of clubs. And if East has the doubleton ace, or singleton ace, then we'll have two extra winners to throw two diamonds. And that feels like a potential plan. We've got 5 clubs, so we're imagining like a 6-2 split, which is possible. Like if West has 6 clubs to the Jack high, it's not like they had a chance to show up in this auction. So I think ducking this is good. I don't really see another approach. The diamond suit is the kind of suit where you can like do a single suit end play, but we're already losing a trick in clubs. So not an option here. And this other club comes, we duck it again. Ace. Oh. Not much else to this, is there? I don't think so. I think if there was a claim button, we'd be good to go. But as we all know, Bridgemaster not a fan of claims. One day. One day. And we don't really care that the spades are 5-0. Sorry. I was just paying attention because I was thinking about claims. But okay. In any case, look at all these tricks we've got. We can even be wasteful. King to the ace. Queen dropping the check. But yeah, all good. All right, 2 in a row. It feels like about the maximum streak that I am likely to get in level 4. I feel like I might have had a good run earlier. I got like 6 in a row or something, but so there won't be too much to say about this. Yes, the key word there, instinctively. Yeah, that's worth thinking about. Do not instinctively cover. Trump squeeze. Not sure I know the mechanics of that. Yeah, only real chance is to just... Yep. And yeah, I didn't say it during the problem, but West definitely does not have the ace. Underleading the ace against a slam is crazy town, unless you have a very specific reason. Like, partner must be on lead now. Yep, and same thing. We duck. And it's all good. West plays any other suit trick too. Yeah, good point that, as I was saying, we can always do the club ruff ourselves if West doesn't lead clubs. That's all fine. Yep. Yep. Cool. That 4 hearts, no opposing bidding. So we do potentially have a heart loser, a diamond loser, club loser. At a glance, that sounds fairly reasonable. Would be happy to lose those 3 tricks. What can go wrong? I mean, I guess we'll see in a second. It's always the possibility that like some spade ruff happens or something like that. We're forced on this first trick, so let's see what happens. King of diamonds. Ace of diamonds. If West had a singleton at this point, that gives these 9 diamonds. I feel like they might have said something. I don't think I have to be too careful with what I ruff with, because everything I have here is higher than the 6. So I'm not going to like burn an entry or something. Okay. And I don't see any particular reason to, yeah, lose this trick. So we started with 8 trump. I suppose a concern is somebody with 5 hearts. If someone has all 5 hearts, then when they win a heart, they can force me to ruff. And then they're going to get a heart trick. Which doesn't have to be a problem, because we might not lose a trick in clubs. You know. I've got entries to do the club finesse. It seems unnecessarily risky to play a spade to do the heart finesse. Like, I'd much rather just play hearts from the top. As long as hearts are not 5-0, I think we're totally safe playing hearts from the top. And if our hearts are 5-0, so we play the ace and we find out someone's got the queen. I don't know if it matters who. We'll probably even feed them the queen early. They'll make us ruff. It will get a little awkward. If I finish drawing trump at that point and leave them with a master trump, I need to like get all my club tricks before they ruff again. They might start playing diamonds. That's pretty obnoxious. A thought is that if I let them on lead with diamonds while I still have a trump in the north hand, then I don't have to take that tap in my hand. Which means something I could do is actually play low to the jack. And if they, they win the queen, like it's all fine. If hearts are 4-1 or 3-2. And if they're 5-0, if they win the queen, then I have an extra heart and dummy to protect myself from a diamond. If they don't win the queen, and it turns out to be East who has 5 hearts, do I gain? I can do a finesse. Then I need like a trump coup in the end or something. Haven't fully thought this line out, but I feel like there's worlds where I can gain by playing up to the jack. I'm gonna do that. Okay, they're not 5-0. I'll just take the tap here. And I'm fine with losing a club. I definitely don't need the club finesse. And we're just good to go. I feel like I've missed a certain part of the analysis. Oh, I guess maybe 4-1 actually was some kind of danger, because if I do, because I can get in trouble when I lose a club. So 4-1 actually was a bigger concern. And yeah, this did help protect against 4-1 trumps, because if I got tapped, I would have had to have drawn all the trump. I would have had no trump left, and then playing clubs would have gotten kind of scary. Okay, so yeah, I think I did the right thing, but it's actually stronger. Oh, sorry. Yes, they get that one. But it's stronger than I thought, because it helps protect against 4-1 hearts. Okay, I probably mark this one as a near correct, because that's actually a really important point. You often don't think about 4-1 hearts being a threat when you've got 6 trump, but like if they make you ruff, anytime they make you ruff down to the same length as one of the defenders, it's kind of scary. Okay. Now diamonds. Do a rough. It does look easy. And when the contract looks easy, we should be cautious of what could go wrong. Yeah, if the club finesse doesn't work and the hearts are 4-1, we could be in danger. And yeah, let's take a look at what that line looks like. You do the kind of naive thing. The thing that feels safe. You just bang down the ace-king. You give them the queen. They force you to rough, but you have to rough in your own hand. They draw your last... well, we draw the last trump, but when the club finesse fails, we're just in trouble in diamonds. And yep. Virtually guarantee the contract by surrendering a heart trick. They say virtually guarantee. Is that because 5-0 is still a problem? I'm pretty sure 5-0 hearts is actually a problem. But that's only like 10%, I think. If I recall correctly. Yeah, so I get to rough and dummy because we were careful. Draw the trump, but now we don't care who has the queen, or king of clubs. Cool. Wait, let me check that one probability too. Okay, 3-2 is 68, 4-1. Oh, isn't 4-1 like 28 or something? No, maybe it's not the high. I was thinking 5-0 was 10%. Well, so I thought about it. 5 cards, 5-0 is 4%. Okay, yeah, it's 68, 28. 4% for 5. What's one that's 10? Oh, it's 4-0 is 10%. That's what I'm thinking of. Good to know these numbers. Okay, yeah, let me mark that as near correct. I never liked this bidding 3-0 for 18 to 19 hand. Always there to repurpose that for some more specific hand. Okay, that's 3-0, and that's no particular opposing bidding. We have 3 spades, 3 hearts is 6, a club is 7. And that's it to start with. So if we go after clubs, if our hope is like 3 spades, 3 hearts, and 3 clubs, it works whenever clubs are 3-2. No matter how we play the clubs. We can do some finessing. It's hard to gain a lot with the finessing club. Ace 10-9 isn't that strong. Well, I guess it helps against, like, if West has, King, Queen, Jack, 4th, then okay, we gain. King, Queen, 4th. I guess we can still gain. We play up to the 9, it loses. We play up to the 10, they have to split. We play the ace, so we gain against some holdings. Diamonds. The most natural thing to me is to play to the 9 first. Maybe not. Queen first and then 9. Protect against singleton 10 over here. We have more clubs than diamonds. Where are their tricks coming from? If I go and just bash out clubs, I might give up the lead twice. At that point, we'll be out of spades. And now if I need a diamond trick, there's just, like, no chance. Like, if I give them 2 clubs, and they also have 2 diamonds, they're not allowed a spade trick. So I think I need to commit to one of these suits right away. The nice thing is, this diamonds only need 2 tricks, right? We have 7 tricks outside of diamonds. So if we play up to the queen, it loses. So if East with ace 10 or king 10, play to the queen, it loses. Play to the 9, which wins. But then I can't do a finesse a second, like a 3rd time, though. That's kind of clunky. I play to the 9, and it actually drives out the ace or king. Get a chance to steal a trick here. I mean, I can always try to get a trick by length in diamonds. Clubs feel like they're more likely to work. Is it helpful to steal a trick in diamonds and switch to clubs? So you can't really steal it, right? I go low to the 9 and ace. Steal the second spade. Low to the jack and it wins, but I still haven't played the king. I have one trick in hand. Doesn't help a lot with playing the clubs, right? Here's a new concern. My early club plans involved 3 entries to my hand, which I do not have. Well, that's not quite true. I could have a diamond entry, but at the moment it's just the 2 major queens. And when West has 4 clubs, I really would like to have all 3 of these entries. So it's an interesting possibility of like, um, we can do something a little bit Morton Sporky in diamonds to get an entry. Like, yeah, if it does go 9 and ace, and I play another diamond, if East flies with a king, suddenly I have my 2 tricks. I can't really afford to do that. So maybe I can get my 3rd entry in diamonds. Maybe I should use that to help set up the clubs. What tricks do I lose in this world? It's supposed to be like 2 clubs and 2 diamonds. This feels like it might have some legs. Like the line's getting better. Hard to know when it's when it's maximally good or if I'm on the right path. But that feels sensible. Let's try this out. So I want to win this here so I can do club finesses. I do finesse, which we very much expect to just lose. And they play a spade. And I need the diamond entry now. If I lose another club and they drive out the ace of spades, I'm in trouble. Oh, well, I'm already in trouble when I play the diamond, right? Maybe I can't afford to play diamonds. Then what can I really do in clubs at that point? Hmm. I wonder if there's anything about playing like the ace of clubs first, and then playing up to the clubs twice. I'll play diamond. I don't think this line has any real chance. Not when that happens. Like, yeah, I just run out of timing to attack the clubs. An alternative is something like we play the ace of clubs first, in case there's a singleton honor. And oh, that doesn't help us gain much. There's a king queen of clubs and the ace king of diamonds. No, that is not a solution. What happens if I do go after diamonds first? feel like it has to be 9 first. Well, maybe not. Because now we're sure in trouble. Can I gain anything playing to the queen first? Just me, or did the ace come out of their hand before I even played the queen? Now here I have to win this in hand. I can't win the king because I can't afford that extra stopper. Then we try this out and we have a guess. It wasn't the jack. Any chance the 9 works? Something tells me they don't want me to finesse diamonds. There's an option of just like fully ducking a club on the first round and not giving up one of the 10 or 9. That actually helps us against singleton honors, right? We just do a full duck of the first round of clubs. Yeah, we take this. But again, we're a little low on entries to do this finesse meaningfully. Yeah, see, we can't get down to my hand. Oh, not that we need to even, right? West just has 2 clubs. Like at this point, I'm only getting 2 club tricks. I really would need a diamond trick. But they can just play spades, and I don't think we're going to get anywhere. One last diamond finesse for the road. All right. I don't have a good idea for this one. What are we going to do? 6 tricks in the majors? Yes. Yeah, I agree. Clubs does offer better prospects than diamonds. Clubs to 3-2, we're good to go? Yep. So let us maximize our chances. Yeah, we definitely need to win. We want to preserve the entry for later. Okay. What are we going to do while we're here? Oh, 10 or 9 first. Interesting. So again, any play works when clubs are 3-2. So yeah, we can just focus on maximizing against 4-1. 10 or 9 first. What did that gain us? West plays an honor. Oh, we could duck. That's interesting. Oh, sorry. Does that actually help? Oh, we still have a heart. Heart entry. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, with only 2 entries to the clubs, it does make sense to start one of the rounds from north. And it's a little more helpful to leave the 10 than to leave the low. At least guarantee one of the opposing honors is gone at that point. Hmm. And we made this, and we did this on the worst layout, which is where East has a singleton honor. Oh, it doesn't matter actually. Either way, East is out in any 4-1 world. Okay. Thrino. I'm guessing spades are going to be a problem. Yeah, okay. Clubs might not be a ton of fun either. So here's us with our 5 top tricks. 1 spade, 4 diamonds. Cool. Not a ton of hope in spades. I suppose there are worlds where this could provide 2 tricks. Something like East has the king queen of spades, and we play a spade, and East has to split, and then later in the hand we have a similar situation, like on the first hand, where we get to do an end play against East. You know, there's worlds where it could work, but just not great. If East has the Ace of Hearts, you could get 3 heart tricks. But we have approximately 1 entry for the North Hand. So it's hard to keep repeatedly leading hearts. East is also quite a danger hand because of the club position. I mean, it might turn out that we just need East to have the Ace of Clubs to have any chance. We'll have to see. What happens here? I'm assuming East says, oh, well, that does make things nicer. I mean, a lot of the time, I think you would just you would just assume the contract was down because East is overtaking to lead the club. But not always. All right, so that helps. Is there any world where I don't play the 2? I don't really see why. Like I need some 2 to the 5 entry later. That's never going to happen. Okay, well, we at least have 8 tricks now. Okay. And East hasn't found a killing club lead. Interesting. Okay, let's assume East has the Ace of Clubs. Feels like missed defense to have played the Ace of Hearts, potentially. Well, I mean, that's a little unfair. West can be leading the 10 from like Queen 10-9, King 10-9. And it might be very, very sensible. Take the ace and leave the heart back. So maybe we've gotten lucky. And the club is like actually offside. We just like dodged a bullet for a little. And East, guessed wrong and played the ace. It's a very reasonable thing to do. If the club's where we want it, at a glance, it's like, that's easy. We do the club finesse. But the only entry to take the club finesse is also our only stopper in spades. Also a big problem. If the Ace of Clubs is with East, there's not a lot of dangerous things that East can do. Oh, not a lot of dangerous things West can do either. Like, we've got stoppers galore in the red suits. If either of them leads a club, that solves our problem. So I think the answer here is we want to use the Ace of Spades, but we actually want to do, quote unquote, a hold up. If East has at most 3 spades, and we play the Ace of Spades on the 3rd round, now it's safe for us to do the club finesse. So I think we actually want to duck 2 rounds of spades. And like, what can East do? I guess they can bash on hearts as an alternative, right? We only had 5 hearts. But again, like if what are we gonna give them? Oh, 2 spades, a club, and a heart. Like hearts might need to be 4-4. Do I think hearts are 4-4 when West leads the 7? Oh, sorry, they led the 10. Oh, sorry, we had 7 hearts. Oh yeah. So we should be totally fine on that. We already know that they're not worse than 4-2. Okay, so they're not getting any heart tricks. Yeah, I think this plan is good. We're gonna duck 2 rounds of spades. Because what can they do to us? Either the Ace of Clubs is where we want it, or we were just dead the whole time. Have another spade. Play what you want. And now it's as safe as possible for us to play the club. And then here's hoping that West had the 4th spade. Looks like they did. Cool. I'm not sure I've actually seen this theme before. But that's pretty neat. I mean, it's along the lines of other kinds of avoidance plays. Here it's not really about having a danger hand. Like, neither hand is dangerous. We just kind of need to strip East of these spades before we put them on lead. So yeah, it's like doing a hold up, but having to do it yourself. Which is kind of a neat theme. I think I'll probably, show some friends this problem. I like it. Okay. Turns to south. Oh yeah, did they say anything about winning this ace? I mean, like, oh yeah, here's another good point, but East might just have Doubleton Ace. Like, there might really be no choice for East but to play the ace. And, like, East has no choice here but to play the ace. Ducking would be crazy. Just block the suit for no reason when it could have been great to play the ace and low again. Okay. We have our tricks. We have to do the club finesse. And, of course, we can't burn our stopper to do it. And, sorry, what did I say there? We guard against this danger whenever East is dealt no more than 3 spades. Yep. Yeah, just what we were doing. Yeah, pretty cool problem. Lorino again. I like this hand more than the last hand so far. Looks like more tricks. Ah, and North brings us another 4 points. I mean, they're pretty good. Nice diamond suit. The immediate problem with diamonds is they can do the hold up this time. And we easily may not get more than 2 diamond tricks. Luckily, along the way, we do have a chance to give ourselves some entries in diamonds. Like, queen to the king, and they can't afford to play the ace. Okay, they give us 1 entry. Can we actually get 2 entries in diamonds? I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but it looks like that might be the core of the problem. Okay, let's back up a little bit. So we have 2 hearts. We against competent defenders, it's going to be 2 hearts and 2 diamond tricks, which is 4. And then we probably need 5 clubs because there's just no timing to use these spades. The hearts are too weak. That feeling when ace king is not enough. So 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, and then we need 5 clubs. And for that, we need to do us some finessing. It's always nice to be able to take the finesse multiple times, but can I actually get more than 1 entry from the diamonds? The thing that's tricky is the 9 of diamonds here. If we swapped the 8 and the 9, then we could actually get 2 entries. But here, if we go queen, king, they can't play the ace. So it goes queen, king, and it holds. Oh, then what can happen is it goes 10 to the jack, and they take the ace on the second round. And at a glance, it's like, haha. But then we realize diamonds are blocked. So that doesn't really work. I don't think we can work around it much either. Like, if I play the queen, let the queen run on the first round, they're like, okay. Then I play 10 to the king. Now they don't play the ace. And again, I get only 1 entry. I get only 1 club entry. I guess playing the ace first doesn't necessarily... Oh, I should still do it. But can I manufacture 2 diamond entries? Like, does it matter if I do queen to the king versus 9 to the jack first? Actually, I should do this the way that stops the suit from getting blocked. If I'm going to get 1 entry either way, I should capitalize on the chance that the ace of diamonds is doubleton. Which means actually leading the king and letting it run the first time, and then playing 10 to the king. Then if the ace of diamonds shows up, I still have an entry. If I do queen to the king the first time, the suit's just blocked. Well, that's not necessarily true. I guess queen to the king is okay. I'll let the 10 run the next time. So maybe there's no difference. Because in that world, we get 4 diamonds. We can always brute force a club. So we get 4 diamonds, 4 clubs, and 2 hearts, yeah. I feel like there might end up being some interesting difference between queen to the king versus, like, queen running around. In any case, playing the ace of clubs in case there's a singleton queen seems prudent. Alright, there was not. Yeah, my feeling is I play the queen around just to keep the suit unblocked. I grab this. They give me my 1 entry. I use it. I need another entry. Oh no. Quickly, switch to end play, switch to end play. uh, Seems like a problem. I feel like I might as well play a spade at this point. But we are in some trouble. Okay. Is there some way to actually get 2 diamond entries? I mean, I guess a different view, which doesn't feel like a very Bridgemaster view, but maybe something worth considering, is if, East and West are giving the count signals, and like East has 3 diamonds with the ace. He's watching West's count signals in the first 2 tricks. Can East possibly know that it's right to grab the ace of diamonds on the second round because the diamond suit is blocked? Oh, I guess he can, right? If West shows 2 diamonds, East actually knows that I have the last diamond and actually can make this play. So yeah, it's not just miracle defense, it's just thoughtful defense. We could just make sure they actually do it, though. Let's try we go for 2 entries. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for not playing the ace of clubs. Yeah, okay. We can't forget our, easier techniques along the way. Ace of clubs first. Good technique. Alright. We give ourselves an entry. We do the finesse. Is there anything funny? Like I play the 9. I duck it. Get 2 diamonds and 2 hearts. Nah. I don't see it. I feel like I should really. Oh, they gave me. Oh, right. This was the point. They give me 2 entries. Oh, wait, but I get. My point was that they should have grabbed the ace on this trick, deny me the entry. But they haven't. Is there a reason that works? Why does that work? I have no way to throw this and unblock the suit or anything. Like, are we just playing this hard defense? That seems weird. Why does that work? Mm-hmm. Yeah, need the club finesse. Play the ace first, because that's smart. And we do ourselves an overtake. Sure. We do a finesse. Must finesse again. King of diamonds is right when West has 3 or 4 diamonds to the ace. True. It'll win. True. Fatal here. True. Diamonds are 3-2. The ace smoke with 3-card holding. Sure. But oh, I see. I guess the point is that when West has the ace of diamonds, all of my concerns are basically around East having the ace of diamonds. But if West has the ace of diamonds, then there's actually a legitimate play here because if they cover the queen with the ace, Like the first round, say, I play the queen, I cover with the ace, we're good to go. So they allow the overtake. If I play the 10, again, if I play the ace, we're good to go. So they allow the overtake. Okay. Right. I was thinking there was just no chance. But there is a legitimate chance when West has the ace of diamonds. And so we should cater for that. Play like that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So got most of the right ideas, but didn't really put them together appropriately. Two spades, a very unassuming contract for Bridgemaster. But also, low contracts are kind of harder to reason about. More ways they can go. Kind of like the last contract. I mean, playing the king isn't really helpful. Sometimes East has a singleton ace, or the doubleton ace, maybe the tripleton. Maybe we get to, like, rough a bunch of diamonds. So probably no need to play the king. We have a diamond loser. We have a heart loser. We have an unknown number of spade losers. All kind of a mess. Yeah, kind of a messy hand to reason about, quite frankly. Let's start with just not playing the king. See what comes next. Okay. Kind of pleasing to see. If I need the entries, I guess the 8 could grow up, but probably not. Right. Queen to the ace, that's useful. Maybe I can get down to just one trump loser at this point. So the queen, it's presumably a singleton. It'd be kind of weird to play the queen otherwise. I guess you could play from queen jack third. I guess that could be okay. You're probably not going to give up a trick doing that. But yeah, maybe East has the rest of the spades. I was going to say the jack and the 9. I might consider some extra finesses here. Like, I could run this to the 8. If West had 3 spades, I'm going to, like, lose 2 spades anyways, right? So I think... Yeah, that's sensible. Maybe I'll regret losing this spade. And then again, there was never going to be any time for me to rough a heart. I'm not sure. But okay. 3 losers. We don't want to lose 2 hearts and a club. Setting up the diamond doesn't really help at this point because pitching a heart... Oh, sorry, it can. It can help set up for a heart pitch. The that would be giving up on the club finesse. I can guarantee myself 3 entries in clubs. You know, king to the ace, 10 to the jack, 4 to the 9, 3 to the 8. I can guarantee 3 of those are going to win. And that would give me timing to rough out the ace of diamonds. But we only started with 5 diamonds. They had 8. So what's the chance that this actually roughs out the ace of diamonds? The ace of diamonds, like, if they're 4-4, is... Oh, sorry, the ace needs to be with someone who has 3 diamonds. And there was no bidding on this hand, right? The ace is more likely to be with the person who has more diamonds. So it's got to be less than 50% to go after the diamonds. Whereas the finesse is better than 50%, because sometimes we can just drop a singleton. One thing I guess worth pointing out is that we do have like a guaranteed finesse against the queen if only we knew where it was. Could we learn that? What have we seen so far? West played the queen of diamonds, so West presumably has the queen and jack of diamonds, and East has the ace. In spades, West has the queen jack of spades, and East also has the ace. So that's 6 points for West and 8 points for East so far. When would they have shown up in this auction? It's not like either of them is a passed hand. So knowing how strong they are won't necessarily tell us what's up. But I suppose we can play out the hearts and see what we learn. Let's give it a shot. If I just lose 2 hearts, we're fine. And there's the King of Hearts. Okay, we should definitely find out where the Queen is. Where's the Queen? There's the Queen. So East has Ace Ace King, is 11. West is known to have now 8 points. If East had the Queen of Clubs, they'd have 13, but like they didn't really have a chance to show up in this auction on just 13. So I don't think we've learned much here. If I've been paying attention to the distributions more, I might have found something more interesting. How much can I reconstruct from the distributions? West had 3 spades. Oh, and the hearts are interesting, huh? Because we had 5 hearts. I don't remember if East pitched a heart earlier, though. I think East followed to 2 rounds, but they could have pitched on a spade when I wasn't looking. But maybe West had 6 hearts. If West had 6 hearts and 3 spades, and presumably 2 diamonds, they're starting to run out of room for the Queen of Clubs. Can we learn something here? Like, there's another diamond. Like, do we have West down to having at most 1 club? In which case we should play it to the ace. Apparently not. Okay. Oh yeah, I obviously missed a heart pitch at some point. Yeah. Do I think this is a discovery hand? Feels like it might be. Let me try one more time and pay attention to the distribution better. And that's another nice thing about ducking a diamond, is we just learn more distribution info. Okay, so 1 diamond from each of them. I was thinking ducking this is good when East has 4 spades, but I don't think it matters too much. We can always try to rep a heart, but they're not going to give us time. They'll play the last spade. Oh, I guess an option is playing the Jack of Hearts, because then... Actually, yeah, that's got a bit of merit, right? If I play the Jack of Hearts, somebody might have the King Queen and not have the 3rd spade. That's worth pointing out. But okay, they have the spade. And there goes a heart. So West has 3 spades, and East has 2. We've seen 2 hearts from East. We've seen 2-3 in hearts. We've seen 3-4 in hearts. Okay. 4-4 in hearts. And we started with 5 hearts. So hearts were 4-4. Here's a diamond pitch from East. So we've seen 1-2 in diamonds. And 2-3 in diamonds. So from West, we've seen 3 spades, 2 diamonds, and 4 hearts. And from East, we've seen 2 spades, 3 diamonds, and 4 hearts. 9 cards from each of them. We've each got 4 cards left. The clubs could be anywhere. And the argument that if East had the Queen of Clubs, they would have done something is not very strong. I don't think it's sensible to just do this finesse. Like, okay, yeah. I think this is not a discovery hand. thought that playing the Jack of Hearts was a little bit cute. I like that. Yeah, there's no timing to ruff a heart, barring that one little trick I was trying. We really can't reasonably try to rough out the ace of diamonds. On this layout, I'm pretty sure we're always losing 2 spades. Feels like we're always losing 2 spades, a diamond, and 2 hearts. Need to get the clubs right. There's double finesse and hearts. We have no timing for that. Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do. Let's take a look. No reason to play the king. True. Queen of spades to the ace. So should win. Less likely to have the jack. That's true. Yeah, if West had queen small or singleton queen, East were probably pretty happy to let that run to the king. It appears the defense will be able to prevent me from having a heart. It does appear that way. That's why I tried the Jack of Hearts, in case East had king, queen, and no spades. We must have dealt with Jack of Spades. We have a dummy reversal. Do we now? Roughing 2 more diamonds. Not roughing out the ace of diamonds, but just roughing 2 diamonds. We've lost 2 tricks, and from North's point of view, we're losing a spade, and maybe a spade, a heart, and a club, as long as we can rough all 3 diamonds. Don't think about dummy reversals enough, but that's a good point. Take a first round club finesse. Why is that? Sometimes it works, I guess. Cross some clubs, rough a diamond. Cross a club, rough a diamond, and yeah, they can't do much. Using the club spots carefully to make sure we have 3 entries to rough 3 diamonds. Yeah. True. Yeah, dummy reversal just works. Good point. Always consider if there's some chance that I can take enough roughs to be profitable. Because here, if I rough 3 times in my hand, then North becomes the long hand, and we get more tricks. Oh, fair enough. West bids 2 spades on our way to 5 clubs. Okay. A lot of the time that's a 6-card suit, especially in like a 2-over-1 auction. But it could be just 5. We'll see. Do we play king from ace king in Bridgemaster? I think we do. Think about that if it becomes relevant. But we can only lose 2 losers, and they appear to be in spades. And that leaves us largely with a heart loser. How are clubs? We have 9 clubs. We have the top 4 clubs. The clubs are blocked. But you'd think it'd be pretty safe drawing 3 rounds, playing a heart, and drawing the last round. So clubs are probably fine. But it looks a bit more like, will we rough the heart, or will we try diamond finesse? The problem with roughing a heart is it does put us in danger of 4-0 clubs. But we can probably play around the clubs first and see if that's true. Not too much to do on the first trick. King of spades. Yes, king from ace king. All right. And they were 5-2. And they can put us to this guess right away. That's unfortunate, but good defense. I sure would like to play a club first. find out if this is working. But given that we should be fine unless clubs are 4-0, well, I say fine. Even on 3-1 clubs, roughing a heart isn't 100% safe. I still have to play 2 rounds of hearts successfully, rough the 3rd one, and get back to my hand. In that world, I'm getting back to my hand with a diamond rough. Which again, 2 rounds of diamonds. So it means 2 rounds of hearts have to hold and 2 rounds of diamonds have to hold. And clubs need to not be 4-0. And does all of that add up to a worse than 50% chance? At a glance, I'm going to say no. But I suppose we could do the actual math here. So our first concern is hearts, people not having 2 hearts. We have 6, they have 7, so we're talking about a 6-1 heart split. 6-1 heart split is a 7% problem. Diamonds, we're worried about a 7-1 diamond split. It's like a 3% problem. Clubs, with a 4-0 split, it's a 10% problem. We multiply these out together, we still have better than 50% chance. It doesn't feel like we should be taking the finesse right away. 2 spades, though. Actually, how much strength does West have? West has the ace, king, queen of spades, the jack of diamonds, at most the jack of hearts is 11. With only a 5-card suit, it does feel like they should probably have the king of diamonds. It's not mandatory, but this could all tip the scales. Give it a shot. Obviously it's not the answer in Bridgemaster land. But maybe the numbers are closer than I might have originally thought. But okay. Let's say we do not do this. Another reason not to do this is if we have other chances, which I suppose we do, because we can actually try to rough out the king of diamonds as well as rough a heart. So we just get more chances doing it this way, I guess. Yeah, if we combine those chances together. Okay, first question. Are these 4-0? They are. They're 4-0 the right way. East having 4 still affords us the possibility of roughing a heart and still picking up the club suit with a trump coup. To do that, I would need to rough twice in my hand. So perhaps I shall. I want to rough a heart. And another club. Oh, doesn't the Queen of Hearts have to hold for this to work? Yeah, it doesn't. I actually want the trump coup to work. I think I need the Queen of Hearts to hold. And, it's a reasonable overcall. I don't think we can fault them too much for this. Other thoughts? I didn't lose an entry. I roughed my first diamond before I came back to my hand. I could rough a diamond before playing a club. Oh, yeah, it's actually interesting. Maybe it is. Rough a diamond. Test this. A view graph broadcast. Neat. Rough a diamond. I go back. I don't want to rough another diamond. That would get me in trouble. Oh wait, I could? Can I have a high cross rough? Now I only play 2 hearts? Ah, that's not true. I still play 3 hearts in that world. Yeah, sorry. That doesn't help. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Mark that one up. Yep. Nesting would be an unnecessary risk. Well, as long as our next line is good. But yeah, I agree. When clubs are 3-1, we're in a pretty good shape. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we see the trump coup possibility. Rough. Cross the clubs, and we see that our precaution was good. We rough again. Cash 2 high hearts. Yeah, in that layout we can cash the 3rd winner, but sometimes we can't. Yeah, in this world it's fine. Everything's fine. But what about the world I live in? Don't rough a 3rd round. Okay. Rough both hearts. Rough a heart. Okay, rough. Rough a heart. There's the trump coup. Close. Close. Okay, cool. Trump coup, just a little more thought. All right. Right. More of you graph. 6 diamonds, exciting auction. No opposing bidding. Big cross rough feeling at the right at the bat. Though I dare say we probably cannot afford to rough 4 hearts. Might want those for drawing trump. Then again, I suppose there's a cross rough possible here using the clubs and the spades. Like the idea would be to rough 2 spades and 2 clubs. And then all 4 hearts. But you already have a problem roughing a 3rd spade. Like, that's already not likely to stand up. And if they draw trump once, you're in trouble. Well, I mean, we're allowed to lose 1 trick. Well, that would be it, though. Yeah, I'm not sure what the cross drop, but let's see. What do we actually have here? Basically, it's 4 heart losers. The clubs are fine, the spades are fine, the diamonds are fine. And it's just 4 heart losers. So roughing 3 hearts straight up puts you in danger of losing a diamond and a heart. Roughing 4 hearts puts you in danger of losing 2 diamonds. Never diamonds are at 2-2. If we grabbed our 4 black tricks, so 2 spades, 2 clubs, and that's 4 tricks, and we would need 8 more. Yeah, we'd still need 3 roughs in my hand. And that would involve roughing a spade, and that's a little dangerous. Doesn't need spades to be 3-3. We can build another club trick. Right? If we had 3 club tricks, then that would let us throw a heart. Three club tricks and 2 spades is 5. We need 7 tricks then. We could potentially Oh, rough 4, diamonds. Ace of diamonds, rough 2. Yeah, this doesn't really work. Not quite. Hmm. Hard to seriously set up the spades. Well, maybe that's not quite true. Like, we could do king of spades, ace of spades, rough a spade with the ace of diamonds. Like, we can consider a dummy reversal again. Given how many roughs it would take, maybe it's more sensible to think about it from the north side. Where maybe the only trick we give up is one spade. We say we take the ace and king of spades, rough a spade, and if spades are 4-2, then we just give up another spade. Um, that leaves us with a club loser as well. Man, all this view graph. Like, we could have to rough 2 clubs and a spade. But the 2 clubs we would rough with small diamonds, and it's not asking too much for the clubs to be 4-3. Like 68%. Oh, well, 4-3 is not enough, though. They can still rough around. Might need the club finesse? Rough only 1 round of clubs? I guess it depends on what happens in spades. If spades are behaving, then everything's a lot easier. If spades are not behaving, you might actually need the club finesse. So maybe I can take this approach. Let's see. Roughing a heart. It's seeing how the spades are working. We'll assume that 2 rounds hold up. Okay, they don't even. So that kind of obviously didn't mean to play the ace there if they rough, but that does kind of scuttle that. Can you recover? Not really. Oh well, maybe you still play 2 rounds of diamond. No, I don't think so. Can you do this finesse first? Oops. Sometimes Bridgemaster breaks. Yeah, I don't think it was going to work. Maybe it's useful to know right away whether the clubs are any good. All right, it doesn't work. Hey, they didn't rough this time. Maybe the spades are all right. Now it gets rough with the ace. All right, the spades are not terribly behaving. I need to rough 2 spades. But it's impossible because Lefty's got everything. Uh, unless they only have 1 diamond. I play 1 diamond and I start roughing spades. But I don't have a lot of confidence in that. I don't have any, like, It's obviously good ideas. I don't have a good way of reasoning about the hand. That's what they have to say about it. Should be roughed. That's probably true. Yeah, so if Cash has 2 rounds of diamonds, he might not like what he learns. True. That was definitely not part of my plan. Yeah, we're just gonna get in trouble. We should certainly try to be roughing some stuff. Several other feasible lines of play that each lose to various distributions of cards. Not very helpful. Best line is a Jack of Clubs right away. It gives us a safe entry to our hand. Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of entries for roughing hearts. Either the Jack of Clubs loses and we get an entry, or it wins and we might be finding clubs. Rough a heart. No, but the point is that we have roughed a heart already. And we're in position to drop 2 hearts now. And we're just good to go. Okay. On any normal layout. Some diamonds. Adra. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not like the cleanest problem hand, but obviously finicky problems exist in the wild. But yeah, I didn't think about the Jack of Clubs as a possibility. It's not entry concerns. So, okay, fair enough. 6 hearts with West bidding a spade. Alright, yeah, either 5-2 or 6-1 spades, presumably. Hearts are looking okay, though they could be 4-0. We otherwise have a spade loser and 2 diamond losers. No extra winners in clubs. Roughing 2 hearts feels nice. But we do have to do it on the 4th round of this. Oh, not quite. We can rough 2 diamonds earlier. Ace of diamonds, rough 2 diamonds. Before playing the king. We need 3 rounds of diamonds to hold if we're going to rough with our small trumps. Can we draw 2 rounds of trump first? I don't think so. We draw. Let's win this. I don't think we gain much by ducking that. If we draw Ace Queen of Hearts, and it turns a heart to 2-2, then we're good. If it turns out they're 3-1, I need to Ace of Diamonds, carefully rough, but now I don't have an entry back to this hand, and that's awkward. Yeah. feels like ace of diamonds and ruff low. Even then, things are still a little awkward. Because if I take this heart back to my hand and I ruff again, and it turns out hearts are a 3-1, that's a problem. Queen to the king, even worse. If I try to ruff a club, that's already dangerous. Maybe it works the first time, but probably not the second time. Pretty clunky. We can examine what that looks like. Yeah, it sure feels like you need to get back to my hand with a club, and that's just quite dangerous. Good luck me. Nope. So yeah, managing the trumps appropriately while trying to ruff these diamonds feels like the name of the game. We do know about the spade split. Ducking a spade... Well, ducking a spade is quite dangerous, because spades could be 6-1. Winning the ace of spades, then giving up a spade immediately is an option. Prevents east or east-west from having any communications. That useful? Oh, it lets me ruff spades. Except that east is known to be out, so ruffing spades is kinda meh. Because east could just put in any old heart and force me to go up with a king. That's kind of poor. East is more likely to be long in hearts, so getting only one heart out with a king is maybe fine. Maybe that is a solution. Let me think about that. Ace of spades, I play a spade. They can do this right now, yeah. Oh, no need to interrupt. Okay. Then my thought is like, ace of hearts. Rough. Play the six of spades. East play something high. Oh, they don't. Okay. Only rough. And the hope is that 2 hearts is sufficient. Oh, but it might not be. East can now easily have 3 hearts. So we already are in trouble. Yeah. Not sure about this one. With ace. They want 1 round of trump. I don't even know if I got as far as trying this line of playing a heart first. Man, okay, I kind of missed the whole point of the problem because I didn't try to draw a round of trump first. Now it looks like we have a compression problem. Because now we just know about this guaranteed heart loser that we need to compress. I think we should try that out then. That's actually an interesting challenge. Would we normally play a heart first? Maybe. But okay. We play a heart. And we're like, well, that's a problem. Because we have a spade loser and we definitely have a heart loser. And we need to compress these together on like the last trick. So we need to play a bunch of cards without East scoring a heart. How does that look? It's kind of cross-ruffy, right? We don't really know what East's distribution is, besides 4 hearts. Oh, perhaps 2 spades, but that's not 100% sure. Yeah, how does this work? I play a bunch of clubs past East. Okay. I'm gonna need that club to rough with, so I can't play that. Rough that. I rough this. That has to hold as well, but like obviously doesn't. I rough it high. That's not very helpful. Now, I'm not really sure how you do the compression. Okay. Let's see what we got. A spade from dummy. Yeah, because we want to rough some clubs probably. Rough a diamond. Ace king of clubs, rough a club, yeah. One more diamond, unfortunately they follow. Wait, that didn't work for me. He didn't follow when I played the diamonds, right? Hmm. Oh, it's because I played the 4th round of clubs earlier. That was the problem. Hmm. I see. The problem was I played the 4th rounds of clubs earlier and let them discard a diamond. I guess that was the round that I never planned to rough. Is that the problem? Maybe that's instructive to try out. Sorry. They get angry if I don't play the heart. Oh no, a bad break. I never had a chance to play the last diamond or last club, did I? Guess I must have done. Okay. But I need to actually play the heart, right? And then a club. And if he roughs, I discard the spade and I get my 2 tricks. Okay. Alright. What is next? 4 spades. West has doubled. So the ostensible shape is something like 1-4-4-4, but obviously it can vary. Perhaps more importantly, West is going to have some high cards. What do we have? 10, 13, 16, 21. Sorry, did I add that right? 10, 16, 21, 24. Okay. So West certainly doesn't have to have everything. Probably has the 2 aces, but even then there's... Oh, 3 aces, but even then there's room for East to have an ace. Potentially. I just add this up again. No, 24 is right? 24. Pretty sure we got 24. Math can be hard, but you know, I think I have 17, and I think dummy has 7. So okay, 4 spades. We have the concern of losing a club, a diamond, and 2 hearts. And there's also a reasonable concern of a diamond ruff. The aces are all likely to be with West. There's almost any world where they don't have exactly 12, which is like most of the time. They'll have all the aces. This affords us some opportunities like playing the 2 to the queen in clubs, and West isn't allowed to fly ace. Otherwise, I will have enough timing to cash the king of clubs, get back over, and use the queen of clubs to pitch a heart. So we can sneak a club trick. Is that interesting? Not sure. But it is a thing we can do. Feels a little hard to end play lefty. Like, I feel like I just can't play enough clubs. I mean, maybe there's a world where I have 1 club here and 1 diamond here, and I like play a club to the diamond as an end play. In that world, I probably would want to cash the king of clubs first, so I have the queen as I can't have the queen as an exit card if they cover the king of clubs. And East can certainly keep an extra club, unless West had 5 of. Well, even then, they could play 5-3. I don't think that works. The extra diamond winner in my hand to pitch something from north isn't very interesting. What can I gain if I play 2 to the queen and it holds? Or what shall it gain? Man. He wins a trick, but loses his contract. Not like a no trump contract where I just switch somewhere else. No dummy reversal potential, really. Oh, well, that's not true. I can ruff 2. I can have a heart and a club in my hand. But by that point, I could already have lost 2 heart tricks, so that's not so helpful. Does feel a bit end playish. Like, how can I contrive to put West on lead with the ace of clubs? Oh, maybe I can do it. And I think it does involve grabbing the queen early. I grab the queen early. They can't play the ace. I played a bunch of diamonds. And on the 4th round of diamonds, I throw a club. And now have equal length in clubs. Diamonds are eliminated, and I play out the king of clubs, and they have to win it. And I have my end play. The problem there is West can always break up the end play by just playing another club early and not being allowed to get thrown in. Maybe that means I need to play diamonds faster. Because if West plays a club then, yeah, okay, I need to play diamonds first. I also need trump to not be 4-0, which they're not going to be because of the double. Okay. Diamonds first then. I think lefty needs to like win a diamond and give a diamond back. Like that. But I need to play up to here. They can't afford to play the ace. Come back to my hand. Throw the last club. And now I have my end play. They either play the ace, or they play a heart, or they give me a rough and slough. Cool. And the reason they have a good chance of this working is because West is quite likely to have all four aces, or all three aces. For the double. Alright, that one's pretty neat. If they have any extra to add about that. Strongly suggest ace over the king. True. It appears it says extra winner in diamonds is useless. That's true. I think I said as much as well. I'm like, we can't throw anything good. But does help us give an equal length in clubs, which is pretty cool. I can always succeed in West Result certain distributions. I love a certain distribution. Win in hand. Does that matter terribly? Another round trump. Cool. Yeah, knock out ace of diamonds first before we do the club fork. Yeah, West has to. West must win the second round. Sorry, why? Oh, because they had. Yeah, wait, why? What would go wrong if they didn't win the second round? Not sure. Yeah, has to return diamonds, because returning clubs or hearts gives us a trick. Yeah, it's the Morton's Fork. There it is. Take the ace. We still have enough entries to untangle the clubs. And they duck. We set up a great end play. Yeah, discarding a club. And now we have the perfect elimination. Just like that. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. All right, 4 hearts. Well, I have 4 winners or 4 losers. What's partner bringing? Not a lot. I suppose that is what this auction says. Yeah, that is 3 points. That may be 100% useless, but we'll see. I started with 4 winners or 4 losers again, and I would like to end with 3. Very long shots include roughing 2 diamonds. Not only is the ace just not going to fall, but good luck finding entries to this dummy. All right. So, spades 3-3. Always one possible hope. And we'll only lose 2 spades in the club. Clubs 3-3. Also something that can happen, but a lot harder to capitalize on, because again, no entries to dummy. I say that, I mean, I suppose a spade rough exists. So if hearts are 2-2, then I can always rough a spade. So hearts 2-2 works, spades 3-3 works. If clubs were 3-3, we'd only be able to use the extra winner if we could actually get to north. That'd be roughing a spade. And that would require hearts to be like 2-2 anyways, so that's not so interesting. So, anything more exciting that we can do? There's a chance of getting someone to play diamonds for us. They get goaded into it, like stuck leading diamonds. When clubs are not 3-3, then a particular defender is forced to win the third round. That's worth noting. Don't know who, but they would be forced. If that person, say, had no hearts and had also been run out of spades, maybe they end up having to play diamonds. Worth a thought. Seems like checking for 2-2 hearts is a sensible first choice. Alright, they're not. That seems like we'd go after the spades next. If we're trying to run someone out of spades, fucking this is kind of nice. Alright, spades did not split. But lefty has the spades. Okay, so no one has hearts. East has no hearts, and East has no spades. What if East was forced to win this club and then had to play a diamond? Maybe the fact that I've already lost 2 tricks doesn't really help at that point. They're in the club. If they play the ace of diamonds, I just have to rough it. I haven't really gained anything. Oh, if I go back here, did they fail to follow this one? No, they didn't. Okay. Like, winning this doesn't feel like it gains. Is that helpful? Not really, because I get to throw a loser. Oh. Oops. Did I luck into something useful? I need to just guess the distribution better. I seem to have done it. I obviously have 2 more hearts. But how do I know to win this spade? Let me think about that some more. I think I might have the right idea. Trump. Oh, a club has been pitched. Only 3 clubs left. Okay. Throw a spade. Was there any bidding? No. If I win this, if I say if spades are 3-3, am I giving up on a chance by playing clubs now? Oh, I guess I can play the king of clubs and then play a spade. Like if West showed out, could go happily ? Play a club. Like if he has no spades at this point, there's only 1 club left. We had a club discard. But who has it? Like if lefty has the club, but also the long spades. Wow, I guess if there's long spades, I'm already in trouble. If lefty has the last club and the spades are splitting, that's fine. Yeah, I guess at this point, they can only take a club and a spade. Like if spades aren't splitting, then I'm already in trouble. And if spades are splitting, all they get is a club and a spade. And if I play a diamond, I rough and I play a spade. Okay, so it doesn't actually cost me to play a club here. And sometimes, East will have no spades. No spades, no clubs, no hearts, and be forced to lead away from the ace of diamonds. Though, I still have a choice here, right? Which is, if East is leading away from the ace of diamonds, I should pitch a spade and play the king. But if East does not have the ace of diamonds, I should ruff and fall back to the spade splitting. Do I know anything to help me make that determination? I don't think so. Like, it just happens to work this way. I mean, you could argue East wouldn't lead into Dummy's king if they had some other exit. Maybe? But I'm not totally sure. Let's see. Plan for the fourth round of spades. Yep, it's like the normal thing. Yeah, I wouldn't play ace in another spade. Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. Always, usually, or not always, but a lot nicer typically if you're going to lose tricks, like duck earlier rather than later. Smash the club honor before conceding a spade trick. I think this is going to be one of those cases where my line is so far from what they expected that it just happened to work. Because, yeah, they're all in on roughing a spade. It's quite different from what I was trying to do. How does their line go? The point is we'd like to rough a spade. Play club out first and see the spade. They try to play a heart. I'm like, no, I'd really like to. Oh, shit. That wasn't ideal. We draw like one round of trump or something? No, they concede right away. Oh, they just happen to return a trump. Oh, it was king of clubs, and then I played the ace of spades. I see. I see. Oh yeah, do I have like all the high hearts too? It's like really quite safe to rough. Oh, it is very safe to rough. So I might as well play the ace of spades first. Yeah. Okay. So my line's just like way off the path they were expecting. And the danger is nothing like what I was looking for. I'm like, hey, how can we actually make use of this king of diamonds? But I suppose it's a red herring. Okay. E11. For me, 6 hearts. Okay. I'm gonna say, partner must have brought something big. Partner better hope we have a spade control on this auction. Okay, 6 hearts. With a potential club loser and diamond loser and spade loser. Equal length in both hands. If I think about this from North's point of view, it's no spade losers, but instead it's a diamond loser and potentially 2 club losers. So, a little different. In as much as a successful club finesse could help us pitch a diamond or spade, it seems like a nice one to do first. Sometimes you have 4 club tricks. Everything's just done. In a world where you have 3 club tricks, but potentially one of the last, or you have like a 4th round trick. We could still pitch something. Like if we lost the club finesse, but clubs are still 3-3, we would still have a club pitch. We could pitch a diamond, and we'd still be happy. This also can look quite a lot like some end plays. We can always rep a spade. We've got so many hearts. We can draw trump. We can rep a spade. And we can start working on clubs. And it's possible that we lose a club to East and they get stuck, like, playing a diamond for us, say. But how do we work that out? Because a lot of the time they can just return a club. We can try to do some a bit of avoidance where we can't duck a club to East in the first round because West can't possibly play below us. Certainly feels like I should rep a spade and play some clubs. And either I take the diamond finesse for myself, or sometimes we get East to take the diamond finesse for us. I'm wondering how you actually cause that to happen. Any chance of like a show up squeeze? If we do the clubs and it turns out that West has the club length, but then West will just guard clubs and East can guard diamonds, and we haven't learned much. Oh, but we have the chance of like playing the ace of diamonds out. But East is just going to hold on to 2 diamonds in that world. It's not too interesting. In any case, it sure feels like I should draw trump and rep a spade. I also have 1 entry to my hand. That's true. Oh, I'll have 2 if I use the 2 of hearts carefully. So let's save the 2 of hearts for a bit of care. So I can do the queen to the ace, and I still have a 2 to the 4 back. Oh, which is good because already I need the entry if I'm going to be doing. I guess even that was a mistake. I actually want 2 entries to my hand. So. Well, that's rough. That's 1 entry to my hand. But yeah, options. If West is ever on lead, they can just play the diamond. Kind of boring. I think you did the finesse. East basically has to play club back. And when these are splitting, that's all nice, but like, presumably they just aren't splitting. And there's just not much to say. Just do the finesse and go down. Any chance we would do the diamond finesse, or ace of diamonds and then just play out the queen? That doesn't really seem useful. Whoever wins plays the club anyways, and I still don't really gain. Other options are like playing a spade and pitching a club, and now I have equal length everywhere. But I mean, then they just play a club. Even if East has the king of clubs, they just play a club. And they'll still be fine. That does not sound like a solution. I don't think it gains much to try clubs early. You just lose the ability to do any end plays. Maybe you get some squeezes around. But again, only against lefty, right? Like my threats are both in North's hand. So if I have a real squeeze against lefty, then I also just have a finesse. Everyone feels like it should be solvable. Let's see. Only in danger if East has both of the clubs. Or both of the kings. True. Yeah, play for elimination. Sure. How does it go? Draw 2 rounds of trump. Cross and spades. Drop a spade. Yep. Ace of clubs. Back to hearts. The club led here. And if lefty had the king, we'll still get to win the queen and the jack, because we'll have multiple entries in hearts to do this finesse. When East has a doubleton king, he's end played. Yes, it's true. Going into the second round, back in hearts, do it again. East dealt 4 more clubs to the king. True. We always have the diamond finesse. Okay. So it's an end play. Like, it works some of the time. It works against East having a doubleton king. That's basically the hope. Singleton or doubleton king. We get to combine that with the diamond finesse. So instead of just trying 2 finesses. Oh, actually, because we still get the value of the club finesse working. We're fine if the club finesse works, and we're still fine if diamond finesse works. And sometimes we win when they're both failing. So, that's pretty good. East opens 2 diamonds. We end up in 6 hearts. So East has 6 diamonds. West has 1. Cool. Our clubs are fine. We appear to have a spade loser. We sure appear to have some diamond losers too. One useful thing here is we can duck this around to the queen. And if East doesn't win it, then we attempt to ruff 2 diamonds, which we can do. We have high diamonds here. Even though West is out, we can like ruff against the 8 of hearts. And if West does win the king, then we have the queen of diamonds to pitch a spade here to just ruff. Oh, and then ruffing 2 clubs. Oh, but this doesn't really work, because they win the king and they just play a diamond back. It doesn't actually help us to duck. Ducking is bad. Let's not. We know that later we could always play a diamond with the queen and pick it up. So it feels like we're ruffing 2 diamonds. This could also be a cross ruff. But for cross-off, we'd really want to play the winners first. We can't quite do that. I can't play a diamond when West has hearts outstanding. What we're trying to do is rough 3 times in North's hands. Oop, knocking my headphones out. Not a rough 2 clubs. We'll just have this diamond and a spade loser. Could I hope for some particularly advantageous heart split? Where I get to draw, like let's say West had 2 hearts, and I got to draw 2 rounds of hearts, and then actually take the diamond finesse, and East can't give a rough anymore. In that world, East could draw the 3rd round of hearts. I'd be down to only 1 rough. Which is not enough, because I need to drop a spade and a diamond. Could I, quote-unquote, hope for a 1-4 heart split? If West is only 1 heart, I draw 1 round of hearts and play the diamond. But now East is just going to get a natural trump trick after a while. That's not going to fly. Don't see a very useful line. Given that lefty's out of diamonds, also the possibility of like managing to throw lefty in and get some rough and slough. I guess is like I try to eliminate clubs. Roughing clubs twice. Then I give up a spade to lefty, who gives me the rough and slough of a diamond. I have to throw the diamond from dummy. Maybe this is a thing. Let's see. I'll take rid of clubs. I get to rough that one. That's cool. Don't really want to spend a heart. Maybe I do. Maybe it's fine. Let's rough a club high. And hope that East is what? Out of spades and out of hearts? Wait a second. Oh, right. They can play a heart. It's not exactly an end play, is it? Yeah, not exactly. All right. What do we got? Yes, so we certainly know what's happening here. Rough dummies, club losers in the close hand. Sure. And yeah, later lead to the Queen of Diamonds for discard. Sure. Cash, Ace, and King. Club high. Okay. Overtake. Or another club high. Each of 6 diamonds and 4. Oh, yeah, sure. And that's that. Draw the remaining trump. And now we get to lead the diamond. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of dummy reversal flavor, sure. I've identified like a couple important elements, but haven't really put it together. Okay, yeah, I want to drop the clubs. I really do want to win my Queen of Diamonds at some point. You just need to be able to draw trump as well. And I guess the point is that we can afford drawing all the trump and spending all of our trump because we're going to get down to a world where uh, East probably has no exits. Like very unlikely to have another club. Definitely have no hearts and no clubs, and at that point we're fine. Okay. The last one for this video. Four spades. Losing a spade and a heart and a club. Looks nice on the surface. What could go wrong? Sudden diamond rough? That'd be unfortunate. Guess we'll find out. Well, that was all fine. Suspicious. We're gonna have any trouble if spades are 4-1 when they force me to lead to a rough a heart. Not really, right? Because I have a lot of top tricks. Something's up. What's happening? Diamond rough? Ah, diamond transportation or spade transportation. That's the real answer. No transportation, and now you run into the diamond rough. Okay. We can help adjust for that. Can we? So an option is we play a heart early so we have a nice way back to our hand. Does that help? They can just cut that off right away. Do I have to persist then and say, well, what if I gave myself a nice way back in clubs? Now I do this. Oh, but then they've already hit their diamond. Oh. They're off that. Okay. That doesn't help. Yeah, not having entries to the trump suit is a problem that was probably worth a bit more thought at trick one. The problem with giving them the lead in any other suit is it gets to play a diamond. Like the main concern I see is diamond rough. Diamonds are 4-1. Is that they play a diamond. I don't have a way to get back to the spades. If I play a heart, they could just play it. If they play a heart and they play a diamond, then I give them ace of spades and they play another diamond. Not so helpful. Yeah, setting up an entry back to my hand already loses tempo, which seems like a pretty big problem. Like, I'm assuming that if I do my original line, I didn't quite follow through with that, but if I do my original line of using clubs to get back to my hand, or hearts, I guess. I use hearts to get back to my hand. Clubs are more dangerous. I assume they just get a diamond rough. Yeah. Yes, that's the real concern. How do I build a safe way back? Mm-hmm. All my options kind of feel the same. Playing a diamond is crazy. Playing a heart gives them timing to set up the diamond rough. Ducking a club gives them timing for the diamond rough. Playing a spade, same deal. Club to the ace right now feels like just kicking the can down the road. I'm still gonna have to play a spade or heart or a club next. They all feel the same. What am I missing? These spades, the contract will fail. Yeah, if there's some diamond rough. Under a heart trick immediately to cut defense communications in that suit. Okay. The scissors coup. Switch to diamonds. Play a spade. Oh, but the person with a singleton diamond. If the person with the singleton diamond has the ace of spades, I guess that was the concern the first time. I see. Whoever. I didn't quite think about what layouts are a problem. And yeah, the problematic layout for playing spades is that whoever has the singleton diamond. Um. Oh, no, they don't have to have the ace of spades. They just have to have spade length. Because whoever wins the ace of spades, they can always play a diamond. Okay. But it does cut down on their ability to maneuver the diamond rough. Better to continue hearts instead of switching to diamond. Yeah. Diamonds locked leading dummies before. Guard club loser on the second round of hearts. Yes. Thus creating another entry. And now we're safe. Pretty cool. Yeah, got a little part of doing hearts first, but then, yeah, the discarding of a club rather than roughing is a neat trick. All right. Well, how did that go today? I only got 4 of these right. but 4 of them right and 1 like almost right. They're just like, okay, I have been batting around 33% or so for level 4. So yeah, that's about par for what's been happening for the other levels, I guess. They're just all at the front, so front loaded it felt quite nice, and then it went a bit downhill. But the ones I got were fun. I like that. The do the hold up yourself kind of hand. That was pretty cool. Maybe D4, I forget exactly which, but maybe or D5, I think. But that was pretty cool. All right. Well, only 15 more hands level 4, and then I get to really cry, doing all level 5 hands instead. We'll see how that goes. But we watched all the way through. Thanks for stopping by.